Hello, welcome to VNews Broadcast Daily. I'm following at today's headlines.
Conference on Vietnam-Laos legislative cooperation opens in Sơn La province. Hanoi hosts World Volunteering Day. Dung Duong named Best Singer at Gom Hien Music Awards.
Singaporean President Tony Tan Kien Cham began his 5-day state visit to Vietnam from April 23rd at the invitation of President Trương Tấn Sang. A welcoming ceremony was held at the Presidential Palace in Hanoi.
This is his first overseas visit since becoming the Singaporean president last September. Since the establishment of diplomatic ties on August 1, 1973, Vietnam-Singapore relations have developed strongly in the fields of trade and investment, defence and security, education, law, culture and tourism. This Vietnam visit by the Singaporean president is expected to further increase friendship and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries. The two presidents held talks immediately after the welcoming ceremony. They said they're delighted with the increasing development in economic, investment and trade cooperation, as well as security and defence ties between the two countries. The Singaporean president agreed with Vietnam's stance on continuing to coordinate viewpoints of ASEAN member countries on the East Sea issue to ensure maritime security and safety and free navigation in the East Sea.
A conference on Vietnam-Laos National Assembly cooperation, solidarity and friendship opened in the northwestern province of Sơn La on April 23rd.
The event marks Vietnam-Laos Friendship Year 2012, the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties, and the 35th anniversary of signing the Vietnam-Laos Friendship and Cooperation Treaty. National Assembly Chairman Nguyen Sinh Hung delivered an opening speech, affirming the conference is a chance for both countries to review and deepen the special solidarity and friendship between the two countries, which were fostered by President Ho Chi Minh and President Khe Sone Phomvihane. The conference is also an opportunity for both sides to discuss an orientation and solutions to promote cooperation between the two National Assemblies. Lao National Assembly Chairwoman Pani Yathoto underlined that despite complex developments in the region and the world, the Laos-Vietnam special solidarity and comprehensive cooperation continues to be fostered and developed widely and deeply for the prosperity and happiness of both nations. The conference heard reports highlighting enhancement of bilateral cooperation in politics, defence, security and external relations, improvement of various and diverse areas in economic, cultural, educational, scientific and technological cooperation, and expansion of mutual assistance between the two countries' party and National Assembly committees, as well as among organisations and localities.
As part of the conference on legislative cooperation between Vietnam and Laos, a photo exhibition opened on April 23rd in Sơn La province, highlighting ties between the two nations during the past 50 years.
Addressing the event, Vietnam News Agency Deputy General Director Nguyen Hai Dung said the exhibition reflects historical moments and developments of the friendship and special solidarity between the two parties, states, national assemblies, governments and peoples. The first section of the two-part exhibition includes 100 photos taken by Vietnam News Agency reporters, highlighting cooperation and friendship between Vietnam and Laos. The second part includes 60 photos taken by journalists working on newspapers in Sơn La province, spotlighting cooperation with the northern provinces of Laos. The exhibition runs until April 26.
The southern province of Vĩnh Long and the Cambodian province of Ban Thầy Minh Chày have signed a cooperative agreement on socio-economic development from now until 2016.
The agreement was reached during a visit to Vĩnh Long province by Cambodian officials on April 22nd and 23rd, under which both provinces will facilitate businesses' exchange of information on trading activities. It will also help with the trade of agricultural products, develop tourist services, and share expertise in technology and education.
A fishing vessel with 21 fishermen aboard who were seized by China safely reached Lishan port of the island district of the same name in central Quảng Ngãi province early on April 22nd.
On March the 3rd, fishing vessel QNG 66074TS with 11 fishermen aboard and fishing vessel QNG 66101TS with 10 fishermen aboard were captured by the Chinese side in the waters of Vietnam Hoàng Sa Paracel Archipelago. After receiving the news, the Vietnamese Foreign Ministry delivered its protest to the Chinese side, requesting it immediately and unconditionally set free the 21 Vietnamese fishermen and 2 fishing vessels. On April 28th, China announced that it had freed 21 Vietnamese fishermen together with fishing vessel QNG 66074TS. The Foreign Ministry said it will continue working with China on the release of fishing vessel QNG 66101TS.
World Volunteering Day was celebrated in Hanoi on April 22nd by the international non-governmental organizations Volunteers for Peace in Vietnam. The event attracted volunteers from 20 countries across the world.
Following the 2011 event, this year the focus was on volunteers from both Vietnam and overseas countries having the opportunity to introduce their individual cultures and share experiences. The event also raised funds for poor children in Van Hoc Commune, Moc Chau District, in the northwestern province of Sơn La.
I'm happy and glad to be here because I can introduce the culture and beauty of Thailand, and I also exchange culture with people from other countries.
There is no discrimination on culture or skin colour, as solidarity and a willingness to help are the reasons why most people volunteer. At the event, participants discussed their different cultures, and a wide range of books, photographs, artistic performances and cuisine was available.
Vietnamese students have made contributions to the program. The Volunteers for Peace Vietnam attaches importance to this event, describing it a kind of extracurricular education program for volunteers. Students participating in voluntary activities, particularly international activities, will be provided with skills such as the English language, presentation practice, and working in an international environment.
First established in October 2006, with over 2,500 members, Volunteers for Peace has promoted cultural exchanges and helped to eliminate barriers and connect young people from around the world.
Pop singer Tùng Dương was named Singer of the Year 2011 at the 7th Cống Hiến Music Awards that took place in Ho Chi Minh City on April 22nd.
Tùng Dương also won the same title in the awards last year. The annual awards are organized by the Vietnam news agency Thể thao Văn hóa Culture and Sport newspaper. Composer Anh Quân won the title Musician of the Year. Quân and his band Anh Em Brothers are well known for their acoustic performances. His wife, pop diva Mỹ Linh, won Album of the Year for her Một Ngày, One Day album. Produced by musicians Anh Quân, Huy Tuấn and Anh Em Band, the album once again reaffirmed Quân talent. Hồ Ngọc Hà live performance last year was voted Concert of the Year. Directed by Việt Tú, the concert had been in the making since 2007 and eventually came into fruition in December last year. 50 journalists from Hanoi and 50 from Ho Chi Minh City were invited to vote for the event's 4 categories, and according to the organizers, the vote was open and transparent. According to Trương Lê Kim Hoa, editor-in-chief of the Thể thao Văn hóa, the awards aim to promote Vietnamese music, and a fund would be started in the near future to support those who made significant contributions to the industry. The Cống Hiến Devotion Music Awards, the Vietnamese equivalent of the Grammys, involved several popular performers and musicians, including Hồng Nhung, Hồ Ngọc Hà, Mỹ Linh, and Tùng Dương. Since 2004, 25 Vietnamese singers and composers have been honored for their contributions to Vietnamese music.
And this is the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.